and give a nice warm welcome, In Love with Marilyn, starring Samantha Stevens. Enjoy the show.
It's easier when there's a script and a character. At the end of the day, when the lipstick's off, there's no applause. It's just me. Or maybe it's all the people who have ever felt alone in a crowded room.
Miss Stevens, it's time.
Good evening, Sedona. My name is Samantha Stevens, and tonight I invite you into the fantasy and reveal what's underneath it. The band is hot and the heels are high. Let's go, boys! Here's a lesson they should teach in school. When a girl gets curvy and the boys all drool. If math and science just ain't your style, then give that teacher a wink and a smile. For a passing grade, you won't have to wait. And you can thank him later when you graduate. Cause I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. No, I never met a man who wasn't on the prowl. If a nice diploma you wanna get, well then make that teacher the student's pet. Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. You never know where a wolf might crouch, but his natural habitat's the casting couch. So take lots of pictures of the wildlife to tell the wolf you could share with his wife. The hunter gets captured by the game, then Leo the lion will be roaring your name. Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. No, I never met a man who wasn't on the prowl. If your face and figure are whistle bait, honey, you'll have the keys to the studio gate. Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl.
The three little pigs sure had it wrong when the wolf came a-knocking in that old song.
He was huffing and puffing and saying, Marilyn, I gotcha. I say, come on in and I'll put on Sinatra. Ooh, Frankie. A wealthy wolf likes to buy his toys, but he really is just one of the boys. If you've got something for which he's craving, it sure is good that he's been saving. Be a fan, give his cheek a peck, but get his autograph on a cashier's check. Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. No, I never met a man who wasn't on the prowl. Even if that wolf's just a gray old goat, he still will make a nice fur coat. Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. Go, baby, go! Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. No, I never met a man who wasn't on the prowl. This wolf looks like he's ready to die.
Tell me where to sign on that dotted line.
Yeah, I never met a wolf who didn't love to howl. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Good evening, Sedona. How are you all? Let me hear ya. Okay, I think you can do better than that. Let me hear you. Yeah, that's more like it. So this year would have marked Marilyn's 100th birthday, which is pretty cool. A century of style, stardom, timeless allure. You know, they say that every girl has a little Marilyn in her. Well, I've got a whole show, so sit down, get comfortable. And just like Norma Jean, I know how to turn her on when I need to. Tilt the chin, flash a smile at the breath, and make everybody in the room feel like they're the only one. Good evening, sir. After all, it's all make-believe, isn't it? I fell in love with Marilyn the first time I saw her picture. But she was more than the blonde hair and the hourglass figure. There was something sweeter, softer, and sadder. She had this relentless hunger. And she was always searching for a place to belong. And when you grow up wanting that, well, being in love feels like the most beautiful thing in the world. They say that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful. So they say. And with the moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So they tell me. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand, and the thing that's known as romance is wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they say. Marilyn, Norma Jean, grew up watching stories on the silver screen. They filled her heart with hopes and dreams. And one day, an answer to her hopes and dreams finally arrived. The boy next door, she married him at 16. Someone to finally say, welcome home. She hoped he would be the answer. And at 16, we think we have all the answers. I know I did. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. And to hold a man in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they say. I think we're all just really searching for people who make us feel, without saying a word, you're safe, you matter. But nobody warns you how much it hurts when that something wonderful ends. So we start looking for connection anywhere it might reflect back at us. For Norma Jean, it was the camera. And for me, it was MGM musicals with my grandma. I asked my mom the other day, Mom, when did you realize I wanted to perform? And she said, I didn't realize, you told me. Yeah, it was very on brand. But I don't just love performing. I love the makeup, the costumes, the transformation. It's really amazing. Marilyn once said, I never thought of myself as beautiful, but modeling opened a door. People started to see me differently, and I started to see myself differently too. I'm a girl, and by me that's only great. I am proud that my silhouette is curvy, that I walk with a sweet and girlish gait, with my hips kind of swivelly and swirly. I adore being dressed in something frilly. When my date comes to get me at my place, out I go with my Joe or John or Billy, like a filly who is ready for the race. When I have a brand new hairdo with my eyelashes all in curl, I float on the clouds as air do. I enjoy being a girl. When men say I'm cute and funny, and my teeth aren't teeth but pearl, I just lap it up like honey. I enjoy being a girl. I flip when a fellow sends me flowers. I drool over dresses made of lace. I talk on the telephone for hours with a pound and a half of cream upon my face. I'm strictly a female. In my future, I hope will be in the home of a brave and free male who enjoy being a guy, having a girl like me. You know, behind every woman who looks this good is usually a gay man with excellent taste and talent. Garrett Taylor, everyone. I enjoy being a girl. My music director, therapist, friend, and confidant. Marilyn also had one too. You know, that sleepy eye and red lip? Well, you can thank her makeup artist for that. Being a girl, I flip when a fellow sends me flowers. Peonies, please. I drool over dresses made of lace. I talk on the telephone for hours, usually to Garrett, with a pound and a half of cream upon my face. When I have a brand new hairdo with my eyelashes all in curl, I float on the clouds as air do. I enjoy being a girl. When men say I'm sweet as candy and around in a dance we twirl, it goes to my head like brandy. I enjoy being a girl. When I hear a complimentary whistle that greets my bikini by the sea, I turn and I glower and I bristle, but I'm happy to know that whistle's meant for me. We're back. So in short, that's how Norma Jean became Marilyn Monroe, and how a little girl from England became, well, this. Performing didn't teach me to love being a girl. I think I figured out that on day one. But growing up and learning the rules of the world, it taught me and showed me and gave me permission in how to show it. Marilyn owned femininity with ease, and she wore it like no one else. And she knew she had to be there on the big screen. But so did every other woman in Hollywood. So she figured out the game. She understood it, and the men who made the rules. So, if the studios wanted a dumb blonde, fine. Because it actually takes a great deal of intelligence to play dumb. But I took the zing out of the king of Siam. I took the starch out of the sails of the Prince of Wales. There's no great art getting the heart of a man on a silver platter. A little brains, a little talent with an emphasis on the latter. I made mincemeat out of a sweet young farmer. I knocked the fight out of a knight when I pierced his armor, and I'll bet I can upset every male in a Yale regatta. A little brains, a little talent with an emphasis on the latter. You've gotta know just what to say and how to say it. You gotta know what games to play and how to play it. You gotta stack those decks with a couple of extra aces. And this queen has her aces in all the right places. I've done much more than that old bore, Delilah. I took the curl out of a hair of a millionaire. There is no trick getting some hick who is cool, just a little warmer, a little talent, a little brains with an emphasis on the former. Split up a home way up in Nome, Alaska, and wrecked the life of every wife down in Madagascar. Ask me why. Weak men will die for me, strong men simply shatter. A little brains, a little talent with an emphasis on the latter. You've gotta know just what to do and how to do it. You've gotta know what tea to brew and how to brew it. You see the sign that said George Washington once slept he. And though nobody spied him, guess who was beside him? Bring on that boy, he'll be a toy for Lola. Just one more case she can erase with that old Buffalo. What's my plan? Same as with Ellie, then I'll use the standard platter, plus a little this and a little that with an emphasis on the latter. Thank you. And suddenly, she was everywhere. The world fell in love with Marilyn. Give it up for my amazing band, everybody. Oh, aren't they amazing? You are literally listening to Broadway's best. Yeah, come catch us in New York. So those are the moments that we all remember. And when the world tells you loudly enough that you're adored, well, that can feel like love. Maybe that's what you were looking for all along. To be adored. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Boop boop be doo. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-doo, ba-dee-dum, boo. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Give it up again for my amazing band, everybody. Oh yeah. I want to be loved by each and every single one of them. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-doo, ba-dee-dum, boo. I want to be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I want to be loved by you. Ba-diddly-diddly-diddly-dum, boo-boo-be-doo. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we know that one, right? And sometimes after that happens, we get lost all over again. What are we looking for? The movies were going great, and so were the loves. I'm sure you know about the many marriages that Marilyn had and love affairs. We won't go into all of those tonight. But some fell in love with the bombshell. Others fell in love with the idea of rescuing her. And a couple thought that they would be the ones who would finally understand her. And somewhere in that, well, everybody got lost. Ooh, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. 'Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Well, Marilyn played her part, and when the illusion slipped, so did the man. You see, my problem is this: I'm dreaming away, wishing that heroes, they truly exist. I cry watching the days. Can't you see I'm a fool in so many ways? 'Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent. So Marilyn was married 3 times, which which either means she believed in true love or she was really optimistic. I'd like to think it was a little bit of both. Oops, I did it again till your heart got lost in this game of baby. Oops, you think that I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent. You probably didn't expect to hear Britney Spears this evening, right? So we learn to love, we play games, and after a while, the games stop being fun. And you don't think love less. You learn to love smarter. There's a great quote from Marilyn. She says, "Being married doesn't always make you happy. It just makes you married." She was funny. Because loving deeply isn't the mistake. Giving yourself to someone completely who hasn't earned it is. Because it turns out that chemistry isn't the same as character. As a girl, I lived in a million homes, so I always would keep to myself. In the lessons I learned from the stories and poems, I would steal from a library shelf. Yes, the books, like the rooms, weren't mine to keep, but the words weren't left behind. And I think of them all now when I can't sleep, and a poet who read my mind. Love, you didn't do right by me. You planned a romance that just hadn't a chance, and I'm through. Love, you didn't do right by me. I'm back on the shelf and I'm blaming myself, but it's you. My one love affair didn't get anywhere from the start. To send me a Joe who had winter and snow in his heart wasn't smart. Love, you didn't do right by me, as they say in the song. You done me wrong. My one love affair didn't get anywhere from the start. To send me a Joe who had winter and snow in his heart wasn't smart. Oh, love, you didn't do right by me, as they say in the song. You done me wrong. Hey, Mr. Love, you done me wrong. Thank you. Sometimes you do everything right, and you get everything you want, and it still isn't what you thought it would be. She wanted better scripts. She ached to be taken seriously. So she did something radical for the time. She moved to New York, she broke her studio contract, and she started her own production company. Fun fact, she was one of the first women in Hollywood to do it. And for a moment, it felt like freedom, like a step forward, like she finally had a say in who she was. But trying to outnumber the wolves of the world was a battle ahead of its time. And the yearning and the searching started to look like relief. We've all been there. A little bit more champagne, a little bit more help trying to fall asleep. Not because she was weak, because she was tired. Getting what you want isn't always the same as getting what you need. After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby. You want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented. You're always wishing and wanting for something. When you get what you want, you don't want what you get. And though I sit upon your knee, you'll grow tired of me. 'Cause after you get what you want, you don't want what you wanted at all. Changeable, you've got a changeable nature. Always changing your mind. There's a longing in your eye that is hard to satisfy. And here's the reason why. 'Cause after you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby. You want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented. You're always wishing and wanting for something. When you get what you want, you don't want what you get. And though I sit upon your knee, you'll grow tired of me. 'Cause after you get what you want, you don't want what you wanted at all. Baby, I don't mean to make you blue, but you need a talking to. 'Cause after you get what you want, you don't want what you wanted at all. I know you. Starting tomorrow, I would take care of myself, for that's all I have, and as I see it now, have ever had.
Let's start this number over, shall we? Isn't this fun, live music and theater? Great, let's do this. Let's start this over again. There we go. And now the bass. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's music and moonlight and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bills, and while we still have a chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Thank you.
When the party's over and the music stops, you're left alone with yourself. What's next? I used to float, but I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? Taking a drive, I wasn't what was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. Think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I wait for. Something I'm made for. Something I'm made for.
Do I feel happy in life? Let's see. Let's say I hope I'm finding happiness, right? Well, for me, if I can realize certain things in my work, I come the closest to being happy, and I can say that also about my life. Well, I find it very stimulating to keep studying and working, but I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable. I don't know. Yes, because I could easily be alone. It doesn't bother me to be alone. Some people I know, they don't like to be alone. I don't mind it. I need it as a rest, and yeah, it kind of refreshes myself. Yeah. Yes, I think there's two things in human beings that they, as I think there is in myself, that they want to be alone, but they also want to be together. You know? Because I think I have also a gay side to me, also a sad side. And I think that's the way with people also. But there is something in people where they need solitude for a while.
It's funny, isn't it? We spend our lives trying to answer these enormous questions. Who am I? What am I here for? What will people remember when I'm gone? Sometimes we forget to just live. I've learned that joy matters, that kindness matters, that beauty on the inside and the outside matters, that we all matter. And after the searching and the yearning and the doubt, we get to choose what we value. But we can't end there on a really sad but beautiful note. Because to really see Marilyn, to really see Norma Jean, there was a sadness. But we'll never forget the sparkle. You know, a kiss on the hand might feel very good, but a diamond tiara lasts forever. The French are glad to die for love. They delight in fighting duels. But I prefer a man who lives and gives. a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Tiffany, Cartier, Black Star, Frost Corn. Talk to me, Harry Winston. Tell me all about it. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a household employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I've heard of affairs that are strictly platonic, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I think affairs that you must keep platonic are better bets. If little bits get big buckets, time rolls on, and youth is gone, and you can't straighten up when you bend. But stiff back or stiff knees, you'll stand straight and Tiffany's diamonds, diamonds. I don't mean rhinestones, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. Thank you, Sadona! Stash those rocks in your strong box, for on them you can always depend. It's not compensation, it's self-preservation. Diamonds are a... I don't mean rhinestones, diamonds, diamonds, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Thank you, Sonora. Please give it up for my amazing band. Ben Harris, Jen Johnson, Derek Stolzenberg, Annie Hayes, and Garrett Taylor. Woo! Tonight was for you, Norma Jean. Keep choosing love, even when it's messy and complicated, because being a human is messy, but it's beautiful. Running wild, lost control. Running wild, mighty bold. Feeling gay, reckless too. Carefree mind all the time, never blue. Always go, don't know where. Always shown, I don't care. Don't love nobody. It's not worth while. All alone, running wild.
for Samantha Stevens, in love with Marilyn, and the band. Garrett Taylor, music director, and the band. Give it up one more time.